I remember you put out a note a couple of days back saying diesel price increase imminent by the end of September 2012. Actually, you didn't even say by the end. You said they are coming in September. You just heard the finance minister's comments, Saurabh. What do you make of them?
Well, it's disappointing. It is disappointing to see such a position. I haven't yet seen the comment in its entirety. I presume there's a deep political compulsion behind that statement. The way I read this, unless we hike fuel prices in September, a downgrade becomes highly likely. And in light of that, both discussions with policymakers in Delhi and the Prime Minister's economic advisors report, the PMEAC report that came out last week, both of those pointed to a fuel price hike once the monsoon session ended on 7th September. Hence our email in the week saying either we'll get a 1 rupee a month hike for several months at a stretch, or we'll get a 3 rupees 50 hike in one shot. This is diesel prices I'm talking about. If both of those have been ruled out, then that's very disappointing and worrying, because a downgrade becomes that much more likely.
It changes a lot, Saurabh. I mean, the assumption of reforms. I mean, this is the biggest reform. Bigger than multi-brand and FDI and aviation, all of that combined, right? I mean, this is the biggest. So you're essentially saying that we won't do any of that. Yeah.
I agree with you. I mean, the symbolic importance of diesel price hikes is now far greater than the fiscal implications of the same. I think for both the business community and for the investment community, this is almost like a holy grail issue now. That if the government has the political courage to push this through, then I think it's no exaggeration to say that if the government has the political courage to push this through, this could probably signal the beginning of an economic recovery. Hence, it's doubly disappointing to see such intransigence and such unwillingness to take the difficult decision.
What is surprising, Saurabh, is that why would he go ahead and say something like this? Leave it hanging, right? As has happened for so long. Don't say anything, don't do anything. I mean, that's been the strategy. But why go ahead and say that no chance of a fuel price increase? Why eliminate the possibility?
As I said, I suspect a substantial element of political compulsion, but no point my speculating. I'm sure you'll have him on your channel soon clarifying the whole.
All right, political compulsions. I mean, if this is true, Saurabh, we can expect things to move very fast. You mentioned chances of a rating downgrade becoming very real. I mean, if this is real, and we'll sort of confirm this with our North Block correspondent Sapna in a bit, but then a lot of things will sort of follow, right? Rating agencies will take note, and they should come up with something.
That's right, yeah.
A lot of recent optimism about India should start to fade as well.
That's right. I think there's two parts to it. One is obviously the fiscal debate, and especially with Brent touching $116, the fiscal situation does become difficult by the passing week, and the fact that then could precipitate downgrade, which in turn will worsen the balance of payments position, push the rupee down. That negative feedback loop is I think well understood. It's worrying. There's no denying that it's worrying. If that negative feedback loop is triggered by the FM statement today, then I think that implications for India are worrisome. But there's a second dimension to what's happening around the world over the last 3 months, which is that on both sides of the Atlantic, the central bankers have taken a fairly consistently hawkish stance in terms of talking markets up, talking sentiment up. You saw what the Fed did late yesterday, almost signaling monetary easing on I think 2nd September is when the Fed will announce. And on the European side, it seems pretty clear that there will be a EFSF buyout of Spanish bonds sometime in Sept Oct. So I think on both sides of the Atlantic, the central bankers seem determined to talk markets up. That could give us a ray of hope in terms of giving stability to the market. But all of that being said, the run-up we've had from something like 16,000 3 months ago to near about 18,000, I think that run-up could well come under pressure unless the government plays a decent hand in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for Retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.